Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday, September 9th, and I have a very quick video update for you on the stimulus checks. What's the latest there since the Senate returned yesterday and there's been discussion? I'm going to talk about that. Plus, I'm going to talk about how some Austrians are receiving U.S. stimulus checks and the news that 9 million people still need to claim their federal stimulus checks. So if you haven't received yours, obviously you want to check to make sure you're not one of these folks. I'm going to go into detail about the Republicans' new relief bill that they proposed yesterday. And finally, I'm going to give some good news out of California. Even though the entire state seems like it's under fire and the Bay Area is in this eerie twilight zone today, the governor signed an important bill today, and there's unemployment money that has been distributed in California as well. So I'm going to talk about all those. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting our channel. It really means so much to us. And thanks to everyone leaving comments and liking this video. And let's dive in. So first, the IRS has said that up to 9 million people need to claim their federal stimulus checks. The IRS plans to notify 9 million Americans who may be eligible for a government stimulus check, but who have not yet received a relief payment. So this mostly pertains to people who did not file a federal income tax return. So if this is you and you haven't received a check, you should definitely go to irs.gov to check your status and see how you can get this money, because it looks like the likelihood of getting a second stimulus check is a long shot. As I talked about 2 weeks ago, the likelihood of getting a second stimulus before the November election is rare for a couple of reasons, but mainly because mail-in ballots, early voting begins at the end of September. That's a few weeks away. So if something's going to happen, it's going to happen this week or next week. Although the Senate just returned yesterday and the House returns next Monday. And what the Republicans put forth when they returned yesterday was a slimmed down stimulus bill. But again, this is the same old, same old. Pelosi and the Democrats say 2.2 trillion or nothing. And the Republicans say, no way, we are not budging from the 1 trillion plus or minus. But actually, this is a big shift, because throughout this whole period of negotiations, which is going on 3 to 4 months now, Democrats, Republicans, and President Donald Trump have all backed sending out a second round of $1,200 stimulus checks. That had bipartisan support, period. But now, since the Senate Republicans returned, they plan to vote on a new targeted $500 billion bill as early as this week. Their plan includes additional aid for small businesses, which is good news, and would provide $300 per week in enhanced unemployment insurance benefits. However, the next round of stimulus checks would not be included in this. Speaking of extra $300 in unemployment, California announced a few days ago that they would send out the $300 boost from FEMA funding, and they sent a lot of those out starting on Monday, Labor Day, and yesterday. So a few of you commented about this. Thank you for bringing it to my attention that you had received $900 from the state of California. That's basically that back pay for unemployment, providing that missing boost. So if you're in California and you did receive some of this money in the last day or two, we would love to hear. Since we're on California, Governor Gavin Newsom signed a tax credit for small businesses today. Basically, if you hire new workers, you will get a $1,000 tax credit per new employee. So this law he signed from this small table today, and basically the idea is for businesses to hire more people and take the burden off of unemployment. So obviously it makes a ton of sense from the state's perspective. If you're a business that can hire employees, then go for it. And the bonus will be that you get a $1,000 tax credit. However, the caveat here is that it only applies to businesses that have lost at least half of their revenue from April to June compared to the same period last year. In most cases, if you've lost half your revenue, you're probably not in the position to be hiring people. I'm just saying. This credit is capped at $100 million statewide or $100,000 for each business. So if you think you're going to be bringing on people, take a look at this to see if it pertains to you. In the new Republican stimulus bill is another round of PPP funding, which has been deemed a success by both Republicans and Democrats. There would be $257 billion for the PPP program. The loans would max out at $2 million, and this bill would make it easier to get loans forgiven if they're under $150,000. So it's very similar to the PPP program as it exists now, and This bill would also have an extension of jobless benefits at $300 a week, down from the $600 weekly benefit that had expired in July. And this would extend those unemployment benefits through December 27th. Again, here's another look from Yahoo that basically repeats what I just said: PPP funding and enhanced unemployment insurance, which both of these do have bipartisan support. However, Democrats want more unemployment insurance and they want more small business aid. To wrap up, quick COVID news. Here are the 13 states where cases are higher and staying high. You can take a look. A lot of these are in the Midwest. And the good news is the majority of states now have a lower case count and they're staying low. So here's the overall daily case count. Again, the rolling average today is at 36,000, and that's approximately where we were at the end of June. It's going back down. This is positive progress, and the deaths per day is also going down, now averaging around 800 per day. Finally, for those of you who have a Skip account, we're doing lots of surveys. For example, 68% of people have not gotten a haircut since the start of the pandemic. That's based on a survey we did last week. Here's our latest survey we've just put up today. So if you have a free Skip account, I'll leave the link in the description. You can tell us how you plan to vote. If it's by mail, in person, you don't plan to vote, or you're not sure yet. Click here and you'll see the results instantly. As many of you know, we are also helping people request and track mail-in ballots if that's something you're going to choose to do at trackyourballot.org. It's free and it will help give you peace of mind to know that your vote will be counted. As always, thanks so much for tuning in and supporting our channel. Subscribing to our channel means so much to us. We want to get this information out to as many people as possible. If you've received any new benefits lately that we should cover, please tell us in the comments. As always, stay well, stay healthy. Thanks.